Alright guys, so today we are going to be putting back in our beautifully reupholstered seat because let's be real, this bucket, just not cutting it. Also, we're going to be redoing these gnarly floors in our beautiful big green truck.
Before we can start removing the old stuff, get rid of this bucket, we've got a lot of trim we need to pull off, such as these rocker guards, some boots on the shifter and the transfer case, and then we can start getting rid of this nasty torn up vinyl.
So what's going to make this a little bit difficult is that we bought this pre-molded vinyl, however, none of the holes are cut, so we're going to have to do that ourselves. Alright y'all, so as we were destroying these here floor mats, we found a whole bunch of laminate flooring underneath. So this is gonna get interesting. I wonder what else we're gonna find.
Oh, more! Just gift that keeps them coming.
So funny. Okay, alright, and now we're down to bare metal. Hey look, no rust.
Hey! So Charlotte, update, you put the sound deadening in.
Yeah, it was a little bit hard to get in there, but you kind of have to make sure that you're still getting like every single little hole for each little bolt.
Over here, we've got the seat belts poking through. We already cut those holes. And then I had to pull the belts themselves off so we can get that to sit. So this has been a real pain in the butt. Top tip, if you're gonna do this on your truck, make sure it's an automatic two-wheel drive so you don't run these stupid levers. Okay, so first hole is cut for the transfer case, which is there. Now we gotta do the actual transmission shifter. Okay, so what we're doing is we're making a little X in the vinyl, a little slit, so we can kind of guesstimate where it's gonna go, and then from there we make the bigger incision. Okay, that's a pretty big hole. Let's see, did I go through? I did go through. So now what we gotta do is lift it up and move it back. Try putting it floor high. I gotta tilt it now.
You still down with those vinyl floors?
Oh yeah.
So stoked on them?
Still love them. Pushing every button on the radio. So I think what we should do is, it's not going to be awful, is just, you know, pull the whole thing out and cut like 4 inches off the front of it. Yeah. And then a little bit, maybe make like a V almost, or like a little shape in the front there.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Alright guys, so we took it out of the truck and laid it down, and handily enough actually, you can kind of see a crease where we're supposed to cut it in the front. At least we think that's what it's for. So we're going to cut out that as a baseline and see how far off we are. As you can see, we've got our seatbelt holes in the back. These are the anchor points, and then our 2 holes for our shift lever and our transfer case. We're going to have to cut these out for the boots, but we'll get there eventually. So we got kind of the basics down here, and it looks alright. You know, it's still pretty loose, but it's not horrible. But Charlotte, we got to cut there, right, by your left foot.
Absolutely.
Got to cut the bezel here. Got to cut the bezel here. Shouldn't be too bad. And then same thing over here. Kind of just got to bring it down. So guys, check it out, the basic interior is laid down. I'm now attaching the seat bolt brackets back together, and then the seat goes in. You know, the whole project started off kind of rough, but as we start putting the trim on, it's really coming together. We are nearly done with the floor installation. What I have done is cut out the rear mounting holes for the seats. I'm gonna then line the seat up and cut out the front ones in the vinyl, and we should be getting pretty close. So we've come across a problem with our seats. We have these little seatbelt cutouts here where the seatbelts are supposed to come through, but as you can see, there's no holes on this side. So we just called Mr. Sids, the upholsterer, to see what he recommends we do.
Mr. Sid.
Hey Sid, it's Roman again. Sorry to bug you.
No, that's okay.
Hey, I have a question for you. So you did our seat for us for our 85 Chevy K10, if you remember.
Yeah.
So we're about to install the seat, but we ran into a small issue, and I want to get your advice. So
I'm listening.
Yeah, we want to put the seat belts in, and there's holes for the seat belts at the top of the seat, but there's no cutout at the bottom.
Yeah, not a problem.
Fine.
We're
fine.
Because that grommet is sewn through it.
Okay, and so on the bottom part of the seat, we can cut it as well. It doesn't matter, through the foam, right?
Doesn't matter.
I got my box cutter. You can see the fabric. There's my finger movement. I'm not going to cut my finger, but you can see right where it is. Okay, let's see. Hey, there we go. All right, now we found one other issue. This is the seat actuator for backwards and forward motion, and you can see it actuates the driver's side here, and it pulls the string, and it's supposed to do the same to the passenger side, but the string just isn't short enough to actuate the passenger side, so we got to shorten it up.
Okay.
Up.
Okay. How'd you do this by yourself?
Wasn't easy. Hang on, stay there.
You have Herculean powers. Okay.
We got to tip her forward, huh?
Tip her forward.
Tip her forward.
And then we gotta feed the seat belts.
There we go.
Remember, we'll move the seat backwards. It'll be easier.
That works.
Alright guys, so as you know, our boys here at the shop can be a little bit messy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in and clean up the edges of all this fantastic vinyl that they were so nice to install last night.
And how are we going to do that?
Well, with this excellent weather stripping right here, as you can see, it has this awesome edge, and it has those little teeth in there that are going to catch it and prevent it from just, falling right off. And then we're going to put outdoor 3M double-sided tape just along the edge and stick it to the floor. So hopefully it works pretty good. Alrighty y'all, so as far as what we did for weather stripping, we just went ahead and put it all along this little crease here. Unfortunately, this little plastic piece, this little footwell, it has these sharp little corners that this stuff won't really fit around. However, looks great here, prevents all kinds of stuff from getting in between that panel and that vinyl. And then down here, we just went ahead and put all the weather stripping right along the edge of the vinyl to make a nice seal, and then we just use 3M all-weather tape to just tape it on down there.
So Charlotte, I went ahead and got some floor mats. They are BMW floor mats, but they should look good.
They will, but are you going to use your blinker?
Oh, wow. Wait, doesn't your boyfriend drive a BMW?
He does.
It was like $170 for the vinyl and the sound deadening, and it's a lot of money for what you get.
Yeah, it is. I mean, if it had actually fit the contours of the truck's interior a lot better, the price would be worth it. However, unfortunately, it was way too big. I think that it might have been fitted to an earlier truck as opposed to our year, so I think that that's kind of where we went awry here because it is a little loose.
Well, we did our best. Keep in mind, this is our first time doing this. We're just kind of doing our best. And I'm sure if you did this a lot, you get better. Like you said, it does kind of fit. And there was a lot of cutting that needed to be done around the edges and the back and the corners. So it was hard. I don't think it was worth $170.
Better than the laminate floors that were in there, though.
It looks a lot better. And it's a work truck, so we can go out and play in the mud.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of all sorts of vinyl, floor mat, seat laying. We really transformed the interior.
Yeah, absolutely. See you guys later.